The Greys. The Greys are the extraterrestrials that are depicted to us the most. It's that typical short grey alien with the big black wraparound eyes. Yes, I appreciate this is not an actual picture, but this is an idea of what the short greys are. Okay, there are many, I believe, take it or leave it. If it doesn't resonate, scroll past this video, that's absolutely fine. I believe there are many different races of and species of extraterrestrial. A lot of them are high frequency, higher dimensional, highly evolved living species. However, there are some extraterrestrials, because we live in a dualistic universe, that are not so living. Okay, the short greys, their story is that they dropped their frequency so low, they went down a timeline that wasn't a living timeline. Many people say that this is what we could become if we don't choose carefully. Okay, what the short greys chose was they chose a timeline where they went down the technology route so much, but they chose the technology, as clever as it was, that was unfortunately destructive. Though you can have brilliant technology, but it can also be destructive. Okay, so let's make sure that we choose the spiritual technology in our future to evolve that is actually out for the highest good and is actually helping us in a positive way. Let's just bear that in mind. Okay, it depends how we use technology. They use technology not for the highest good. They drop their frequency of their being so low into the minus dimensions that the soul cannot access those lower dimensions. Once upon a time they may have had a soul matrix, now they haven't, because they dropped their frequency so low. The soul is high frequency, it couldn't access those lower minus dimensions. Okay, they have been associated, the greys, a lot with abductee phenomena, and what they are said to do is their eyes are highly, they are capable of using their eyes. So the eyes are described as big black almond shaped eyes, and they use those eyes to put people into a trance so that they can transmit certain information to them. Okay, so when you're in a trance, you're more susceptible to the information that is being received. Okay, you can't argue it or you can't block it as much when you're in a trance. They are largely controlled by Alpha Draconian ruling and some reptilian ruling. Okay, the Alpha Draconians and the reptilians, not living extraterrestrials. They have a hive mind, the short greys. They haven't got a mind of their own. They don't think for themselves. They're not allowed to think for themselves, and they are controlled by other extraterrestrial species that are in a frequency of divide and conquer and ruling, that type of thing. Okay, so the short greys have no known emotions, anything like that. They don't feel like a higher dimensional being would. They don't have those same feelings like a human being would, and they just do what they're told to do. Okay, so that's a little bit about the short greys. I'm going to do a little series of videos about different types of extraterrestrial species, but we do need to be aware that yes, there are extraterrestrial species that exist. Some are very living, higher dimensional, are really trying to help humanity, and then some not so much. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. See you again soon. Bye.